Says we're live. What is up, YouTube? Okay, what's happening? Elizabeth here, fearless host here. Today is day 6 of the Let's Manifest Challenge invitation. Today, I'm going to talk about something that I know you've already heard about. It takes only 17 seconds. And if you can master this, you'll be set for life. Okay. And also, I have my magic. Here. Okay. Now, I know if you follow Abraham Hicks, anybody that's on here that doesn't follow Abraham, you need to be following Abraham. Abraham is an entity that is channeled through an amazing woman by the name of Esther Hicks. And the wisdom that Abraham shares is life-changing. I have been listening to Abraham for 11 years. So most of the things that I know and that I teach are coming from Abraham. So thank you, Abraham. Super nod to Abraham. So here is the thing about law of attraction. Law of attraction means it's a universal law. This is science that which is like an unto itself is drawn. Anything that's energy has a frequency, a signal. You are a walking antenna. Okay. So you are emitting signals, frequencies, vibrations through your energetic field. And this field, this signal is being created by the things that you think, the things that are happening in between your ears, your thoughts, the things that you're saying, the actions that you are taking. And so all of this melds together magically for you to create a signal. And in life, you have seasons, you have different periods of your life, and life is a huge buffet of opportunity of ups and downs, highs and lows, the light and the dark, all the things, right? And that is the beauty of life, is that we are always afforded epic amounts of opportunity. And so I believe you are divine, you are eternal, you are quantum, you are whole, you're an extension of source. So when you are tapped into that, it's so easy to manifest, because all you have to do to be able to manifest is to be open. And you have to have the belief that, first of all, you're worthy to have whatever desires in your heart. And the best way that I know to be open to this divine, infinite nature that you are is to be grounded to the earth and open to the heavens. And so that means being grounded just means being in your physical body more often, being more aware of moment by moment, being present. So let's say, for example, if you're talking to another person and you're on your cell phone scrolling social media, you're not actually able to be present. However, if you are having eye contact with that person and you are listening with your ears and all of your senses, then you are more present. You are able to receive more when you're present. And so Abraham talks about doing this one thing, and it only takes 17 seconds. And the idea is that if you focus with intense is not the right word. If you have a focus with an elevated emotion for only 17 seconds, and you do it every day, right when you wake up is the most efficacious time to do it, because you're not attracting anything while you are sleeping. However, the momentum usually picks up right away when you become conscious from whatever frequency was vibing when you went to bed. So most people, if you go to bed feeling want, you're going to wake up feeling want. So this is how you can practice this thing of 17 seconds. You have a desire, something that you want to manifest, right? It could be the twin flame, it could be the baby, it could be the soul clients, it could be the perfect job, the dream home. It doesn't matter what it is. The way to attract it to you faster is to be able to be in those elevated emotions before the thing comes into your experience. And so everybody has a different spectrum. Brene Brown, one of my favorite teachers, her latest book, Atlas of the Heart, I can't remember the exact number. There there is an excess amount of emotions that humans have the spectrum or the ability to be able to feel or experience. However, and the highest vibration of all emotions is joy, right? So when you can cultivate joy from the inside out, if you can cultivate this feeling, and for everybody that could feel a little bit differently. So um when I feel what I would call ecstatic joy, I'm like physically jumping up and down, and I'm like, wow! I'm usually screaming, and I'm usually really loud, and I'm like dancing around, and I feel this like excitement and juiciness, and like my heart is like exploding, just like fireworks in my soul, because I'm just so happy. So most people aren't just sitting around feeling ecstatic joy, especially right when you wake up. So you actually have to grease the wheels. You have to prime your pump. You have to teach yourself how to cultivate these elevated emotions. That's what Joe Dispenza calls them, elevated emotions. And so cultivating that elevated emotion of joy, of peace, of calm, whatever it is, while you're imagining the thing that you desire, the twin flame, the baby, the house, the clients, the dream job, whatever, you're seeing yourself. It's like practicing the mental rehearsal that I talked about earlier this week. And you're just feeling that emotion, and you're holding that, and you're embracing it for 17 seconds. If you do that every morning, uh, even just for 7 days, your life will completely shift, because you are changing your antenna. You are changing your bat line. You're changing your frequency. You are changing the signal that's being emitted. And literally just do a self study. Like, just try it. Just try it for 7 days. Like, what do you have to lose? And so, because the average human isn't just in this natural state of like, woohoo, ecstatic joy, you can practice something like Abraham calls it a riff, or I can't remember the name that Abraham uses. However, like an appreciation riff. Like, gratitude is the gravy train to co-creation. Like, when you have a grateful heart, you have more things in your experience to be grateful about. So I just wrote in the description an example of an appreciation riff, and you have to do things that feel real to you. Like Esther's always saying, you can't get here from there. If you wake up feeling completely wackadoodle, you're going to have to start from where you are. So saying things that feel true for you. So here's my example. I put it in the description. This is an example of an appreciation riff, like to change your energy very quickly. I appreciate that I have two legs that carry me. I appreciate that my lungs breathe me. I appreciate that I can think, like, all by myself. I appreciate that I can express myself. I appreciate that I can see with my physical eyes and my spiritual eyes. I appreciate that I could feel emotions, all of them, even the ones that suck. I appreciate that I can taste and touch and smell and hear. I love hearing my beloved laugh. Like, there is something so sacred about hearing somebody that you adore just busting a gut and laughing. Laughter is the best medicine after all. I love witnessing my darling fur baby sleep. Like, that is the sweetest thing. I love holding my beloved close. I love having dance parties. I love that I have the ability to choose moment to moment what I am focusing on. I love how life affords me the opportunity of contrast, so that I know when I'm out of alignment. This is what Abraham talks about. The only time you ever feel crappy is because you are cutting off your wholeness. You are not honoring the whole of who you are. And so the worse you feel means there's a bigger gap between you, like your divine you, your inner being, your higher self, your divine eternal nature, and how you're actually presenting. There's a big gap. You're just not owning it. And so it makes you feel really crappy the farther away that you get from that. I hope that makes sense. I love that I am supported always and in all ways by this or something greater. I'm excited about all the ways I will be wondered and delighted this day. I love you, and so it is. Like, You got to start from where you are. Maybe you're grateful that you could wake up. Maybe you're grateful that you have a roof over your head. Maybe you're grateful that the heat is on. Maybe you're grateful that you have clean sheets. Maybe you're like, whatever it is, just riff it out. Riff it out what you're grateful for or appreciative of, and it will start to shift your energy. And only say things that feel good and that feel true to you, and then start to conjure up, cultivate whatever elevated emotion, joy, peace, calm that feels good to you, and just really like imagine turning up the dial on that feeling. Like if I physically get up and I start woo, like dancing, it totally elevates my energy. And if I imagine for 17 seconds that I have manifested the thing that I desire, like it's already here, and I'm just like, oh, I see myself, I'm wearing a certain outfit, I'm saying certain things, I'm surrounded by certain people, I'm in a certain location, like mentally rehearse all the things and also cultivate those strong elevated emotions. And if you do that for 17 seconds, the first thing when you wake up, I pinky swear, promise you, you will manifest some epic shit. Okay. Awesome. Now, magic jar. I put this in the picture because manifestation is meant to be fun and expansive and silly and whatever. And so this is a great visual reminder. All you do, and this is epic if you have children. This is like a mindfulness jar. Get a mason jar or whatever you have that you can have a lid on. Glass is probably not that safe for chitlins. Anyway, get a glass jar, fill it with your favorite color glitter, and dude, shake it up and like just magic. Like the more that you are cultivating and reminding yourself of how amazing you are, and when you stoke your creativity and your imagination with things like this that you don't do every day, it totally opens your bat line to the earth and to the heavens, and it allows you to be able to manifest, to shift your energy, because you're not manifesting anything from a ho-hum, woe is me, lack vibes. It's just not happening. So if you want some tools, I'm going to read from the Divine AF card deck that I designed. And let's just give you a little high vibe message along with a very powerful question to help you shift your energy. Okay. Because you didn't come here. Struggling is optional, and so is suffering. Okay. Oh, speaking of feeling. Okay. So this is I Feel to Heal. Here's the message. It is safe for me to tune into my feelings. All of them. They are the GPS to my soul. So the question for you, beloved, is can you allow yourself the opportunity to feel emotion in its pure form without the old stories attached to it, and then let it go? Emotion is simply energy in motion, and usually emotions are tied to memories. That'll be for another broadcast. However, that is it. It is safe. I feel to heal. You cannot heal anything if you refuse to acknowledge that it exists. So that is my message for you today. If you, I am for this, what am I calling this? Challenge, invitation. There are prizes. If you engage in this content, 2 people are going to receive my amazing Divine AF journal. It's filled with gorgeous affirmations, very thought-provoking questions, and at the end are 10 of the Divine AF cards. Also, one person is going to want a session with me to identify, like, where is your biggest limiting belief that's keeping you stuck, that's keeping you from being able to manifest. Easy like Sunday morning. All right. Peace out. We'll see you tomorrow.